How's it going, everyone? My name is DrapPep. Welcome back to another installment of this series. I have another article from Reddit that I want to read. This is from r slash am I the asshole, and I haven't read this all the way through. I probably should have, but I wanted my reaction to be genuine because from what I've read so far, which was only like the first half of it, like, bro, what the fuck? And that's putting it lightly. Okay, I. Oh my god. So it's titled, "Am I the asshole for telling my wife the lock on my daughter's door does not get removed till my brother-in-law and his daughters are out of our house?" You could tell this is gonna be a good article, right? You could already tell just from the title alone. This is like bro, like bro. All right, let's just jump into it. My brother in law, Sammy, lost his home shortly after his divorce 10 months ago. He moved in with us and brought his twin daughters, Olivia and Sloane, 18, with him a couple of months ago. His sister, my wife, and I have one daughter, Zoe, 16, and she and her cousins aren't close, but get along fine. Olivia and Salona have no respect for Zoe's privacy. None. They used to walk into her room and take everything they get their hands on: makeup, phone, accessories, clothes, school laptop, etc. Zoe complained a lot, and I've already asked the girls to respect Zoe's privacy and stop taking things. My wife and Sammy saw no issue with this. They saw no issue with theft. They were like, oh, they're just joking around. But yeah, Zoe's not getting that stuff back. Yeah, no, they're that's forever gone. That's been pawned. They've sold it. After all, they're girls, and this typical teenage girl behavior, I completely disagreed. Last straw was when Zoe bought a $60 MAC makeup kit that looks like a paintist that she saved up for over a month. And one of the girls, Salona, took it without permission and ruined it by mixing shades together while using it. Don't know much about makeup, but that's what Zoe said when she found the kit on her bed and was crying. I told my wife, and she said she'd ask Salona to apologize, but I got Zoe a lock after I found she was moving valuable belongings out of the house because of this incident. Sammy and his daughters saw the lock and weren't happy. Well, yeah, because you foiled their plan for robbery. Well, how are they going to steal your daughter's stuff now? What the fuck? Why'd you do that? Take the lock off. We're just going to go in there and steal her money next. Come on. How badly does she need that television after all? We're family. She doesn't need TV. She's got one in the living room. The girls were extremely upset. Sammy asked about it, and I straight up told him. He said, "My daughters aren't thieves." Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. They're 1,000,000% thieves. It's normal that girls of the same age borrow each other's stuff. He said Zoe could easily get another makeup kit for $15 from Walmart and shouldn't even be buying expensive adult makeup in the first place, and suggested my wife take care of this defect in Zoe's personality, trying to appear older than she is. He accused me of being overprotective and babying Zoe with this level of enablement. I told him this between me and my wife, but she shamed me for putting a lock on Zoe's door for her cousins to see and preventing them from spending time, quote unquote, spending time with her, saying I was supposed to treat them like daughters. What? What? Come on, you're supposed to treat us like you were your kids. Gross. Don't bring that up. The demand They demanded I remove it, but I said this lock does not get removed till her brother and his daughters are out of our house. She got mad. I was implying we kick them out and said her family hate me for this. So I reminded her that I let Sammy and his family move in, which something her own, all capital own, family refused to do. So she should start with shaming slash blaming them for not taking their own son and nieces and granddaughters in. If it wasn't for her family's unwillingness to help, we wouldn't be dealing with this much disturbance at home. Everyone's been giving me and Zoe silent treatment, and my wife is very much upset over this. Wow. Damn. For one, having to go to the extent of putting a lock on the door to keep them from going in. Yeah, it's a bit extreme, but if it's that necessary, it shows that the wife is showing no support for her daughter. Leo, yeah, my husband's making a big deal about it. Zoe doesn't feel safe. Your daughter doesn't feel safe leaving their stuff in their room. The cousins are consistently stealing. And the whole, oh, it's practical for them at that age to borrow things. That implies asking first. That implies them walking in and being like, hey, is it cool if I use this real quick? Not just going in there and just taking it. Now, granted, from the makeup kit, they did bring it back, in shambles. And then this whole, well, she shouldn't be using adult makeup anyways. Your daughters are. They just did. That's a very hard line you just drew there of trying to be like, well, she's using adult makeup. She shouldn't be doing that. Your daughters both just did. What you're blaming her for, you're indirectly blaming your own kids for also. I don't think he's anywhere close to being an asshole for trying to make his daughter feel safe and keeping the property safe. I think the brother-in-law is the asshole for allowing his daughters to do it without stepping in and trying to point out that, hey, this is not correct. You shouldn't be taking things without permission. That's what he should have done. He should have stepped in and grabbed both of his daughters. Well, okay, well, maybe not grab, but you know what I mean. Like, talk to them about boundaries, about we're guests here. This is not our home. That's not your things. That's not your room. So show respect. It's common decency to show respect like that, especially for somebody who is taking you in, who is trying to help you out, and to just take their things without asking, to damage things, to not ask before borrowing, is disrespectful in that house. And the fact that he had to go to that extent to lock the door is wild. It's wild that it had to get to that point. What the fuck? That is crazy. The level of disrespect to both of them, to him and to his daughter, because he was trying to defend his kid against theft, and the wife gaslit him. That was classic gaslighting. That's what that was. That was classic gaslighting. The wife could teach a class on it. The wife could hold seminars on how to gaslight 101, because that's what that was. He was trying to defend his kid, who did not feel safe keeping their stuff in their room, because in the article it said that they were removing it from their room to take it elsewhere, and then both the uncle and the mom teamed up and made it seem like she was blowing it out of proportions and that he was clearly in the wrong. They teamed up against him. That's supposed to be his partner. They got married. Okay, well, not him and the brother-in-law. That would be all three of them are married now. No, like, his wife did not show any sympathy or support to either her husband or child, and that sucks when that happens. But I get it. I shouldn't have to get that, but I get it. It's family. That's her brother. Those are her nieces. So to her, it's hard to choose sides when it involves family matters. Especially when she pointed out that she's worried about the other how the other family members will react. Because it's not just the brother and the two kids, it's also the rest of the family. The way that she will be perceived by the rest of the family. But he made a great point. If they're not going to be generous enough to take them in, then why should their opinion matter? He makes a lot of valid points that he took them in. He was the one that was being willing. I mean, not him alone. Of course, it was a family, that took them in. The wife had a hand in helping them move in. The daughter had a hand in making them feel welcomed. But the fact that they started stealing, the fact that they were lying, and the fact that they were gaslighting, all not great things to do to people who are trying to help you. And I'm on his side. Yeah, that lock should not be removed until they leave. Not because he doesn't trust them, he has every reason not to, but it's so that his daughter can feel safe. His daughter can feel safe leaving her stuff at home while they leave. The fact that they blew that out of proportion, yeah, that's evidence to point that they were planning on stealing more stuff. That's evidence that they were planning on taking more things. I'm on his side. That's, I mean, why wouldn't you? He's supporting his daughter. He's giving her safety. It'd be different if it was like, I'm putting this lock on here so she can never leave her room. That's a little different. That's a little extreme. But it's about keeping her property safe. That's all that is. That's going to be it for this episode. I want to thank everyone for tuning in.